Hey, up there, you alright? Lovely out there today. Really cool. It's about 16 degrees there. Lovely heavy cloud, nice and cool. A nice wind there. I thought, you know what? Let's celebrate this cool weather for a change with a Golden Gecko IPA from Lidl there. 5%, 500ml. Now, what I would have picked up was the Italiano Biari, but they didn't have none in, so I picked this up instead. Same price, £1.49. There's all nitrogens and ingredients and whatever else. Have a look on back. It says here. Tropical thunderstorm, big flavour, American hops, distinctive lemon and grapefruit finish. And I thought, I like a bit of citrus, alright. So I picked it up, simple as that. Right, let's get that. I've got it here. Let's get the old glass out. Sun's packed out now. See how sun comes out and I'll get a glass bottle out there. Whatever it is. Let's have a listen. She does smell a bit fruity. But over there a minute. Look at that there. I do like a bit of detailing on the older cappers there. I'll recycle that. It's pouring there. This ain't about. Got the big Bertha glass here. Here we go. Bit of a amber colour to her, isn't there? Let's give her a bit of an head and all. Get an head going there. Just a bit of an head. It's quite a bit of a colour there. Look at that. That is a nice colour, that. I didn't expect that. I can't remember if I've had this before. If I've had it before, it's been a few years since I've had one. The old, they call it Green Gecko, but it's IPA. Gecko. I didn't say Gecko. Oh, never mind. Anyway, so look at the gas for a start. You see bubbles there? Oh, she's zooming in. Look at that zoomer in her there. Sometimes she zooms in, sometimes she don't. But when she zooms in, it's always a success. When she don't zoom in right, it always turns out right. No, try it round here. That's how she is. You can really see them bubbles. We don't want a lot of gas. Never want a lot of gas round here. I'm actually salivating here. Let's get this setting up right away. Let it settle down a bit. That's a nice gold amber colour to that. I thought it'd be a bit watery, but it's not the case here, is it? Let's have a taste. Let's have a smell first. Yeah. Definitely picking up a bit of citrus there, you know. Well, that's what it says there. Did it say watermelon? I'll remember in a minute. Lemon and grapefruit. Watermelon. Lemon and grapefruit she is. Look at them bubbles a bit more. She's thinned out now. All I should do is get just in case the camera is picking it up, I'm going to get my big torch. Get a big torch out there. I'll see bubbles in a minute now. Really see them bubbles now. Let's get from behind there. I don't think she's doing it justice, is she? Let's put that, I'll put lamp on there. Lamp still work. But that fucking work, money I pay for it. Why ain't lamp coming on? Ah, there she is. The old lamp. That's a bit better, isn't it? Now you can really see them bubbles there. You don't want to be gassed out. You don't want to throw them bubbles away neither. That'll do. Come on, let's have a drink here. Celebrate this cool weather. Is she turning off now or what? I think I paid about £3 odd for that on Temu. Rechargeable. Zoomer in it. That's a good torch up to now. Plastic. Put her over there. Now I'm going to have a little bit of a taste. Oh dear. It's a very strong taste of hops. They were going on about hops, wasn't it? What were you saying about hops there? thunderstorm a big flavour American horse. Well, there's no doubt about that. It's a very strong lager, that. Taste-wise, not about, but she's been sat in fridge for 26 hours. So she's nice and chilled now. I think for me, I don't like an overly strong lager beer, whatever you want to call it, but it is strong on hoppers there, no doubt about that. I thought we'd get more lemon there. If you like a bit more strength flavouring of hops in your beer, that's all right. But if you like that Italian Briari Italiano, 149 a bottle, and a nice light crispy lager, that 500ml, 5% from Lidl there. I do like that lager. I've done a review of that lager. But they didn't have none in. It's got a real... Oh, it's better than your Heineken and your cheap rubbish. There's no doubt about that. I've got a golden ale there, but I'm not going to open that. Pardon me, she's talking already. I'm not surprised. There's a bit of bubbles in there. It's a big gollop here. Yeah, it's a nice, overly strong, for me personally, hop flavour there. There's a really thin amount of lemon citrus coming through, but I'm not getting that grapefruit there. Not getting grapefruit at all. Well, I don't like it, so it don't matter about that. Spin it round, get rid of a bit of that gas if you don't like it. That's how you do with it. It's getting better the more I drink. For me, the last thing I want to be is bloated. So if I know I've got a gassy lager, I'll spin it round like that and pour it out right up here so you get right massive head. Let it go down, fill it up again just to get rid of that bloatedness. I don't like being bloated. No doubt about that. Always bloated when I was vegetarian. We're eating vegetables all the time and not eating any meat. Since I've started eating meat again after 30 odd years. Pardon me, she's talking now. Let's listen to her. Oh, it's nice and cool. Nice and cool. Let's get the bottle back over. No wastage round here, alright. As well have them last couple of drops. There's always a good amount in the bottom of a bottle, especially on your spirits. Always check your spirits out. Yeah, she's cooled down now on hop front. My taste buds are used to it now. It's gone from about a little 7.5 to 8 on flavour of hops. Right, top full flavour. And she's dropped right down to a nice steady 6 now. That's good news for me, because I don't like a strong beer. I like a crisp light beer there. She's much better now. Lovely flavour of coolness coming out, I should say. It's lovely coolness to it. Not much flavour apart from hops. Let's try a bit more of this. This can't be right, that. I just got like a little fringe of burnt tops there. Really fringeable. That 1 out of 20 on burntness. A lovely colour. I'm impressed with the colour. It's not over gassy. I'm not bloated, and I've had just a couple of sips there now. Normally when you get a nice gassy lager beer, I can, well, same way anyway, you get really bloated there. Really bloated. I'm not bloated at this time. You know what? I did buy 2 of these, you know. Sun's coming out now. Let's have a look at clouds. There's a lot of heavy duty clouds there, alright, but there's a lot breaking through there. breaking through. She is a nice colour, isn't she? I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to crack open that over bottle. What I'm going to do, pour it into sunlight. As long as it's sun there, so you get a really good look at them bubbles there. Those look nice in sun. Look at that. She's thinning out now. There's not many bubbles left. I'm not surprised. There's not left, is it? She's nearly all gone, which is quite disappointing. That's a 500ml bottle. June 26th. Old Lidl there. Look at that other bottle out ready and rigged up there. Because it's top end hot flavour to it, it's not, apart from the coolness of the fridge, it's not overly cooling me down. It's not a crispy like that, but very Italiano, which is my favourite. They didn't have none in. I'll tell you what, I haven't had for a while. Guinness. I don't mind some Guinness. I haven't had that for years. I think it was Christmas about 5 or 6 years back. £10 for 10 cans. Anyway, we finished here. I just finished that bit off there. Let's get that last can out, that bottle there. Get it poured into some. There she is. I did pick up 2. I'm only picking up 2 and 2 golden ale there. I think I've done a review of golden ale. I can't remember. That's a nice. It's a lighter flavour to golden ale with a nice hop. Not too high up there. That's what it is. Right. This empty bottle out. Don't need that one no more. Crack her open it. Tell you what. Pardon me, she's starting to talk back a bit now. They don't last long, do they? I'm going to pour you in with sunlight back in a minute there. Pardon me. Right, sun's just popped out of that cloud. It's getting quickly while she's there. It's only a small little cloud. There's glass. Look there, she's pouring in. Have a good look. I can't see camera because the sun's blinding me. What we want to see is that amber nectar with sunlight in it. Really magnificent. What's the edge there? What's the edge there? I've made a bit of an error here. I'm going to have to sort that out there. Hang on. You see it there? I can't tell if you can see it. The sun's blinding me. Let's top her up there. That's it, look. She's all gone. Sun's coming. We get underneath. Hey, oh, what's going off? There's hardly any gas in this one. I've made a bit of an error there, haven't I? Well, we're not getting many bubbles at all. Let me just have a drink anyway. Oh, that's nice. I want to shake her up a bit. Get a bit of movement going. Spin her around there. She's going to spin round there. Too high necked. Well, it's quite a disappointment to be straight. Let me grab it at the top now. Well, can't grab it anywhere, can I? It's all about the colour here. That's a lovely colour. For some reason there, I ain't got as many bubbles. It may be because I was opening the bottle there waiting for the sun to come. It took about 5 minutes. It's all gassy skeeved out of that bottle. But just look at that colour. Can you see that magnificent colour? That's what this camera's all about. Alright, let's try a bit more. Those apples are coming on nicely. Bit of cider there. She's gone back behind clouds now, but we can appreciate that colour because once I saw that colour poured out, I knew I had to get that sun on there because the sun just takes it onto another level. Look at that colour. She looks magnificent there. Looking with camera, but not when I'm looking with my eyes because there's no bubbles there. Right, see you back down here there. That's out. at all. Right, back to usual position. My tripod, my miniature £1 tripod's on the way out. Legs have fell off 3 times now. They're only 98 pence. And I haven't replaced my big tripod. That broken on, that were £9.50. As I was saying, there's not many bubbles in this one, but I did open the bottle. Let me get her out over here. I did open the bottle, and she was sat there 5 minutes while waiting for sunlight to come through so I could pour it in with that sun there. She's obviously got rid of a bit of gas, which is good in a way, because that means you're not going to get bloated out there. Yeah, it's a nice cooling drink. It's high flavour on hops. There's a touch, just a touch of lemon there. But after you've had it, half, quarter, third of a glass there, it's gone from wherever that number was. I said it was quite high, about an 8. It drops right down to about a 6, 6.5 on hop fronts there. So it's alright once you get used to it. I don't like strong hops. I'll tell you what though. Yeah. That lemon's definitely right at the top end as well, just as hops dissipate. That lemon hangs there and then it just goes down to naught. What were I on about there before I said that? Something important. I can't remember what it was now. Never mind. No matter here. It's a lovely colour. That's what I was on about. I just realised there's a lot of alcohol in this. It really does. It has gone to my head. I can't deny it. And let's be clear, I'm not a big drinker. I don't drink regular at all. So it's something with 5%, it can really go to my head there. No doubt about it. Yeah, I like that. It's alright. I'm not going to say it's better than the Italiano beer Italiano from Lidl. That is a lovely, lovely crisp and light lager. I've done a review of that a long time back. I think I did another one, didn't I? Did I do another review a few months back there? I've done 2, I think. That's how good it is, there, dear. $1.49. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I picked 4 up like this. Now this is another good. This is another good lager. I'm sure I've done a review of this gold ale. When it first come out, it used to be called Golden Goose or Gold Goose, and it used to be 99 pence a bottle. Then they put it up to 140 now. It's now running at 119, but that is a nice lager. Let's have, it's only, zooming in there, 4.1%, and that's 5, but it's got a nice flavour to it. We'll do a review of this. While we're here, why not? Might as well, there. No point wasting this lovely cool weather. What's it say? I'm going to read with my eyes instead of can. Pale malts combined with 5 different distinctive hops. Refreshing, full-bodied flavour, showing that this ale is not afraid to stick its neck out. Now, I had one of these other day, actually. I don't think I did a review then, but that's a nice lager. This first one I had, this was well before the old, hang on, can you see there? This is well before the Italiano beer. It's camera straight. It's going off here, it's dry, but it's not as good as Beer Italiano. I wish they'd change the name on that. Just saying beer of Italy. That's what it means. I can speak in Italian and speak French as well. What I'm saying is, they can't beat the old Italiano Biana, but I know that's a nice lager. We'll do a review of that in a minute. I'll come back when I finish this. Lovely colour that. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 for colour because it's absolutely magnificent. Right, back in a minute. Bit late. Pardon me there. I've finished her off now. Let's move the old. Well, I'm going to give IPA Green Goblin the Gecko there, 149, 5% from Aldi there. I'm going to give this. Bit high on hops to begin with, but she settled down to a nice 6 out of 10 on flavour front on hops. I don't like a strong hop flavour there. Quite alcoholic. I can really taste that, feel that alcohol. I'm going to give her a nice steady 6.5 out of 10. Right, that golden goose out there. Golden goose has been in there 26 hours. Here it is, look, Gold Ale. Change name of it. 4.1%, 500ml. Used to be 99p. They're now £1.19. But it's a nice lager, this, I think. Let's have a taste. There's nitrogen. Let's have a taste. I do like a bit of detailing. A bit of detail there. Hang on. Sun's come out again. Let's get you back in sun. Hang on. Right, sun's out. I'm not going to waste that sunlight. We can have a good look here at the colouring of this lager. The old Gold Ale there. You're into that. I don't know what's gas like. They don't last one. That was shocking, that. It's a lot lighter, this. More golden ale. Well, that's why I call it gold, isn't it? Steady Eddie there. Don't head her. I can smell her from here. She's got a nice fragrance. Have a look here. Oh, yes, that's a lovely fragrance to that gold. You can see I've lost the old gas there. That's not good news there. Let's have a drink. Oh, yeah. The other one, the old Green Gecko, he had a really strong high taste to begin with. Hops in this, really strong, but this is light, and this is how I like my lager beer. I don't want a strong flavoured beer. It's only 4.1%. I am disappointed with bubbles. I've done something wrong there. Like I did with other, maybe, whatever. Oh. I can't remember what number was on Green Gecko for those high-end hop flavour in there. Were really high, like. But I'm going to give this on hop fronts. It's only about 3.5, so you're not going to get blown out by that heavy hop flavour. I don't want that. Ah, it's lovely and cool in that. Have a look here. Can you see there? It's hard to see with camera there. I'm getting reflections and it's almost dark screen there. Out with my eyes. There's not many bubbles there at all, is there? Move her out of the way. Move her further back there. You see there? I think you can really see that colour. It's a nice light yellow. Golden yellow lager. Oh, that's alright. Right, see you back over here there. Right, you're back on the old 98p tripod there. Is that alright there? She's not straight. And that's a bit. There she is, look. A lot lighter in colour. A lot less. Oh, I didn't realise there was that much in there. It's empty, did I? No, that's true. Remember, always leave your bottles on side. 5 minutes and re-empty them because you always get a lot more in bottom, especially in your litre bottles. There's been gin or brandy. Oh, that's lovely and cold. Again, we're not getting a lot of gas here. We don't want to be bloated. I don't want to be bloated. A good thing about having not many bubbles is that you're not going to get bloated. Well, I fixed the issue before I even knew it. Very light. It's very light on hops. Very light. I'm going to give it a 3 on the hop front. It's really light. A nice light flavour. Is it crisp? Old crisp there. That finished second in Grand National to Red Rum, didn't it? Can you remember? What was it? More Jockey Pittman. I can't remember his first name. Pittman rode it. Right. The old bread run beat him online there. That's back in the 70s. A very light lager. A nice light flavour running through it. A lot lighter than the IPA Green Gecko. Where's the bottle? Let's put it back over here. Nice bottle there. See that bottle, Uncle? You see it? Old gold. It used to be called Golden Ale, because I used to buy it with 99 pence. They were alright, and I had it for quite a while. I think I always bought that until I went on to San Miguel, and they were £1 a can, 10 cans for £1. I've never had no issue of spending £1. I think £1 is a fair price for a can or a bottle of lager. And then prices went through the roof and I refused to pay them. Why should you be ripped off? Till I tried that Birra Italiano at $1.49. That was when I realised, you know what? That's worth $1.49. It's a nice, light, crispy lager there. Took me straight back to early 80s, that did. As soon as I smelt it, never mind taste maximum. I think I gave it 9 out of 10, that Birra Italiano. There's no doubt about that. Well worth $1.49. Well, this is a very light lager, not as flavoursome as the old Green Gecko there. $1.19 a bottle. Right. I'm not bloated at all. This is great news, this. You don't want to be bloated there. I think there's less alcohol in this. We already know there is. But them two first IPOs over there, that alcohol, I could feel it going to my head. It was going straight to my head there. I had to sit down for 2 minutes. I cracked open this one just to reevaluate my old brain there. Now, I did buy 2 of each. I bought 2 Italiano Biaris and 2 Golden Goose, but they didn't have no Birra Italiano in. But they did have my old #1 mixer, the old raspberry and strawberry. They finally got it in 3 weeks since the last had that pop in there. Pick up me pop. I thought, you know what? I'll get 2 golden ale and 2 Birra Italianas. And they didn't have any Birra Italianas. It's always the same. That's alright, lager. Like I said, I've had it before. I'm going to give this lager now and I'm going to sit down and come back. There's no need, is it? I'm going to give... Well, there's one more can, that bottle left. I'm going to give this lager here Gold Ale. I can't remember what I get Green Gecko. But I'm going to give this a nice light lager. A little bit of sweetness there. I'm going to give that Gold Ale there a quite respectable 7 out of 10. Actually, I'm going to give it a 7.5. Why not? 7.5 out of 10. Right. Pardon me there. Right. I think this is just about finished there, you know. There's not much left. So finish her off. Tell you what we're going to do. I do buy 2 of each. I always buy 2 of each. You might as well crack it up. And there's no point leaving one in fridge. One's no good for nothing. There's no point leaving one in fridge. One's no good for nothing. Let's have a looky. I'm going to get some gas bubbles out there. Look at that there. Get some gas bubbles out. We don't need sun now. We've seen sun there. Look at that. Lovely light colour that. Oh, steady Eddie there. We don't want it to overflow. No wastage here, alright. There she goes. That's the last bottle there. There's no more to beer. It's a shame, but it's the way it is. Let's have a looky. Hey, I tell you what, there's not many bubbles, is it? Not many. Oh, that's a nice light lager. I'm not going to say it's refreshing. Not like Brew Italiana. No can compete with that. Now, I know that Beer Italiana is a knockoff of the Peroni, and I've never had Peroni. There's in price on it. And I know I've looked at it. There's a couple of YouTubers there. I think it's Real Ale Guy there, and somebody else. They've done a review of it and said it tastes exactly the same as Beer Italiana. But what I'm going to do, I won't be drinking that. Not after having quality beers like these. I'm going to buy a singular bottle. There'll only be a singular bottle because I think they're nearly £3, for 500ml. That Peroni. For $2.89, I don't know what it is. I saw the price and it's because Peroni's here and Beer Italia's here. It's the other way around, whatever way it is. So I'll just pick that for $1.49. But I'm going to pick one singular bottle and I'm going to review it with a load of Beer Italia. I'm going to pick one singular bottle. And I'm going to review it with a load of Beer Italia. That's an alright lager. It's not overly strong on flavour it's not gassy, I'm not bloated. I've had 4 here. I'm not bloated, which reminds me of a story. I'll tell you this story, I've said it before. I tried that several years ago, maybe 8 years ago. Sainsbury's was selling this Abbott ale in purple cans. They were £4.50 for 4 cans. It was high alcohol content, but that's irrelevant here. The flavour of that Abbott's ale is astronomical. No tripe here. I had 4 of those cans and the flavour. That's water compared to it. I mean, that IP there, whatever I said about that one, I can't remember now. But this were astronomical. The flavours on it, the hops, the absolute depth of that flavour. My body hasn't been used to that. I've never had all like that before. I drank all 4 cans. That was a major error. Don't buy Abbott's ale no matter what. However, if there's somebody you don't like, get them 4 cans of that. Make sure they drink it. Because at 1:30 in the morning, I woke up and I felt real bad. I'm in the bathroom there. I couldn't decide whether I wanted to throw up or disintegrate down below. It was foul as foul can be. It was really bad. I had hot and cold sweats. Now that automatically should tell you your body's in shock. My body was in shock with that Abbott's ale there. It was $4.50 for 4 cans. And it lasted about an hour. This is 1:30 in the morning. Terribly bad. I've said this story before in an old video on beer front. I can't remember which one it was. It don't matter. But you do not buy that unless you're used to strong tasting. Not alcohol. The taste, the hops, the depth to it. Totally blew out my body. Anyway, about 2 years later. Pardon me there, sir. She took her time, but she started to talk. Old goose there. Golden goose. Totally forgot about that. And I picked up another 4 from Sainsbury's. This is massively bad idea. And at 2:30 in the morning, I had all four again. Very, 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 very strong tasting. Real depth to the flavours. They cleared everything out. If you got any issues in that area, get Abbott's Ale. I think it's £5.50 now in Sainsbury's, but worse than that, they're selling it in Lidl. Purple cans. The same thing happened again. I had hot and cold sweats. I didn't know whether I was going to throw up or dump away. It was really terrible. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I told you the little story there. I've said it before, you don't want that, don't get that. Right, what were I saying there? It's a light marger. It's alright, no special. Unfortunately, I only had four. There's no left in the fridge now. I don't know what well, it's a lovely day. What time is it? Is that it? Bloody no. 4:45. Started too early. Well, it's alright. Got a few little spares in cupboard there. Go on, you can have a look with me. Let's get this charger out. Now, charger. There you go. We've got a few ginners here, alright. Bit of Fintons, some Gordons here. I don't want that orange shit. We've got a Pims here. I don't fancy any of them. That tourniquet's a bit overpowerful here. I got my old mixers there. They're good mixers. Bloody Nora, she's hiding in back. The old Bardin out there. The old classic. Never lets you down, old Bardinette. I've had her for years now. She looks after me, I look after her. Bardinette time. Right. I've done a review of Bardinette and all. Cheerio. Plenty of stock here, alright. Eh? I'll look after you. Don't you worry about that.